This is my digital book bag. These are the books that have meant enough for me to remember and have affected me in some way, shape, or form. The first one is Hingham Signs. One of the most vivid memories I've had is reading signs with entering Hingham or just Hingham all over them. I would come back from some adventure somewhere else that I really did enjoy, but knew Hingham was where I was and was going to have to be. Little did I know I'm reading these and having all the memories from reading these that I would be moving to Maine. The second thing in my digital book bag is Goodnight Moon. I remember this book in English and being read to it by my parents. It connected to Spanish class this year when being handed out books to read and me picking up Buenas noches, Luna. Life Comes Full Circle is what I was able to take away from the Spanish version. The purpose of the book is to be a nighttime story for children, but by reading the Spanish version, its purpose to me was to help me learn how to speak Spanish. The third thing in my digital book bag is Bethel signs. I remember driving past the cornfield on Mayville about to turn on Intervale, seeing the words Welcome to Bethel many times. Whether it was for a skiing vacation at Mount Abram or Sunday River or going tubing down the Saco River, I knew these words meant a good time. The words were exciting to read as no matter the season, no matter the weekend, and no matter what we were planning on doing, the occasion was always something fun and to enjoy the days that we were up here. The fourth thing in my digital book bag is the 2014 USCF Beginner Novice Test B. In 2014, I did my first three-phase event. The first phase of eventing is dressage, where you need to memorize a test. When I first had to learn how to read the 2014 BN Test B dressage test, I had no idea how letters and 20-meter circles and a mnemonic about a king and his horses had to do with riding my horse. Once I got it down, I could read any test. This first test that I had to read and perform reminds me in tough test riding times, when my horses and I aren't clicking, that I started somewhere and made it this far, even though it wasn't our best. And that how many times I failed doing this test, many times, I was able to figure it out in the end. On to the fifth, The Giving Tree. This book is a classic. It may be a children's picture book, but it has so much more meaning. I read this many times when I was younger in different places, such as on vacation in Maine, during school, outside of school, etc. It has important lessons in it, such as greed and being a taker. Shel Silverstein has many books that I've read that have also had important meanings to me. The book informed me that life is not all giving or taking. It's about a balance of the two. The sixth book in my digital book bag is Of Mice and Men. Last year I read Of Mice and Men. The story has a lot of characters with dreams in it, which is what I was interested in. The important lesson I took from it was that so many people have dreams and neglect to achieve them. If you want something or want to do something, go for it. You've got to have determination to be able to get anything in life. The Giver is a book that, in my opinion, was really cool to read. I was intrigued when reading about the weird and slightly confusing world the book took place in. I found out my liking for kind of confusingly good books after reading it. It inspired me to watch the movie to hopefully further understand the book, and it did. Walk Two Moons. I read this book, and though it was a school-assigned reading, it was really good. The life lesson to not keep serious secrets is it can ruin the people around you. And even though some things seem like they're fixable, they're just not. Life is not all about what happened, but mostly about how we react to it and how we learn from it, which is the tone of this book. To wrap it up, Chains is the last book in my digital book bag. It relates to a lot of the books that we read this year, which is cool, as I feel like it almost prepared me for the books that we were reading this year. I'd also been learning about U.S. history at the time I read it, so it all tied together, which I liked. The book shows that no matter who you are, no matter how you are in stereotypical social status, determination and brains and commitment to what you want will show through your skin color or gender or the way you look. Overall, I chose these books or things that I've read not in any particular order. All have been influential in my digital book bag, and each I have enjoyed reading and learned more about myself and who I am in the world from, which is the main goal, of course.